So you take a deep breath, tell yourself, go for it, it's now or never, and you lean in to kiss her. And then she turns away. What? I mean, what did you do wrong? How could you not feel completely and utterly rejected? She seemed almost hurt that you even tried to kiss her. Doesn't she like you? Wasn't she getting along with you? Are you even her type of guy? The answer to all these questions are yes, yes, and yes. So then what was it? What happened? What went wrong here? Well, it took me a long time to figure this out, and the reality, the fact that you even have this problem in the first place shows me that you're more advanced than the average guy. It's what I call a high-quality problem. But either way, the question still remains, how do I fix it? Well, this might not seem like that big of a deal to you in the grand scheme of things and sort of the big picture, but it can have a really seriously detrimental effect to your long-term love life. Imagine you meet your future wife and you don't know how to attract her. You don't know how to go in and make things physical, and basically it changes the course of the rest of your life. I mean, this can be a really serious thing. So you are going to have to kiss the woman of your dreams in the future at some point, and so you need to know this. So I'm going to go ahead and teach you right now the kiss technique and how to keep this from ever happening to you ever again. Well, the first thing you have to do is you have to know exactly when it's actually time to go in for the kiss. Now, the way to tell this is like whenever you're talking, you're having a good conversation, maybe sitting down or you're standing up at the bar or something, and you're leaning in toward her. Try this. Whenever you're both leaning in toward each other, try leaning back once and see if she leans back too. If you lean back and she's still leaning forward, that means it's time for you to go in for the kiss. So if she's instead, if you lean back and she leans back, that means she's not interested enough and you have to keep building the attraction. So once you get to the point where you lean back for a couple seconds and she doesn't lean back, she keeps leaning forward, then you're going to go to the next stage. And the next stage is to do what's called triangulating. Triangulating is where you look at one of her eyes, say her left eye, then her right eye, and then her mouth. And then you go her right eye, her left eye, her right eye, her mouth, her right eye, her left eye, her mouth, her left eye, her right eye, her mouth, over and over again. And what you're doing is you're creating this upside down triangle, looking at each of her eyes back and forth and then down at her mouth. You're going to do this slowly, and you maybe look at one eye and then count to 1 or 2, and then move on to the next one. And you're going to keep on cycling through this process maybe 4 times. And now what you're looking for here is you're looking to keep doing it every once in a while until she starts doing it back to you. When you see her start to look at your mouth when you're talking, then it's time for you to go on to the next stage. And here's where the magic happens. I want you to repeat exactly what I tell you to say here, and guarantee you it'll work 99% of the time. I've had great success with this one. So whenever you see her triangulating back to you, I want you to say, it's okay. And she's going to say, well, what's okay? What do you mean? And you say, you can kiss me. I want to kiss you too. And at this point, you might have a lot of things rolling through your head right now, like you could be rejected, or it's kind of a scary thing to say. But at this point, I promise you that the chances of you getting a kiss have just skyrocketed. So at that point, you lean in very slowly and you get the kiss. Alright, so you'll use this technique and you'll get the kiss, but then what? I mean, if you don't know exactly what to do next to keep escalating her attraction for you, she'll get bored, she'll see some other guy that knows what he's doing and go hook up with him instead. And seriously, that's what she'll do. And if you want to keep the attraction going, and if you want her to choose you over all of the rest of the guys she's met, and if you want to get the art of attracting women down like a science, you'll have to know exactly how to touch her. You'll have to know the secret psychologically backed system behind getting a woman to be attracted to you. And you'll need to know how to use body language to show her you're used to attracting gorgeous women just like her. And if you know how to do all of these things, you'll be the one that ends up hanging out with her later. This is not a theory. This has been tested and proven to work. I have learned, extensively tested, and refined all these different sort of shortcuts to attraction mastery, and I put every single one of them into the Tao of Badass. It's the first system that teaches everything you need to know, not just be good at or okay with women, but to completely master the art of attracting gorgeous women. Even if you're not tall, rich, muscular, or good at sports, and especially if you've already tried some other way to get her attention and it failed. And just to give you a hint here, you were speaking to her logical brain and hitting all of her logical barriers accidentally. And because the Tao of Badass is the first system that teaches from start to finish exactly how to attract, build trust and connection with, and physically turn on women to the level of complete mastery, it's become the must-have for any guy who's serious about becoming the badass that gets the girl. And the best part is that it's simple, it's natural, and it's just step by step. Once you know all the secret responses that about 95% of men will never know. The Tao of Badass works for guys who want to know how to avoid one little thing that, if not done at the perfect time, will catapult you in the friend zone and completely vaporize any chance you have of being more than just friends with her. Guys who want to see the 10 undeniable ways that you can know for sure that a woman is attracted to you regardless of what she says. It's for older guys who want to attract younger women with one little tweak that will naturally show them that you are the confident and powerful man they've been secretly looking for. Guys who want to see the 3 different rapport types and choose the right one that will automatically get her opening up and being real. Guys who are sort of done being Mr. Nice Guy and want to know why attempts to show women that they're the sensitive guy are absolutely killing their chances with them. Guys who want to know the one thing about the way you sit that will instantly turn every woman off, and actually exactly how not to ever do that again. It's for guys who are looking to know one little tweak in the way that they walk that will turn the heads of every woman you walk by and instantly double the amount of women you have in your life. It's for any guy who wants to know how to trick themselves into having the world's most rock-solid belief that they are hot. Having this belief will catapult you at rock star levels of success with women if you know how to do it. It's for guys who want to know the 5 mind hacks and how to use them to hack your brain to make women uncontrollably wanting you. It's for older men, especially over the age of 35, who want to know the secret difference between positive and negative body language and dominant and submissive body language, and how confusing them even once will cause you to be rejected immediately by younger and sort of sexy and vibrant women. It's for guys who are still recovering from a brutal breakup and want to recognize beforehand if you're about to do something sort of uncalibrated and creepy, and what you can do to erase that from your natural behavior and sort of get back in the game. It's for guys who want to avoid the 10 biggest and most common show-stopping mistakes that will cause a woman to turn cold to you, even if you do only one of them once. It's for average non-alpha male guys like me who want to say the one sentence that will turn all the loud sort of douchebags in a bar into your own personal bodyguards instead of having to compete with them for women. And it's full of everything I've taught to thousands of students in the field that made attraction sort of all click once they saw it working. Of course, you still need to know exactly how to recognize her other secret attraction triggers so that you can flip those as well. And in a bit, I'm going to go over and show you the foolproof way to hit 3 of these switches every single time. So stick around for that, definitely. The first time everything really clicked for me and took me from being the sort of lovable loser and gave me the ability to know women better than they know themselves was knowing how to quote-unquote see the matrix and know what to do next with a woman in real time while the interaction was still happening. And it's the absolute most well-guarded secret to bypassing her logical brain and making her feel sexually attracted toward you. So if you're running blindly to sort of pick up or meet women before you know how to bypass her logical brain, then stop. And don't manipulate her with secret attraction techniques. Stop and use a simple, tested, and psychologically proven step-by-step system that makes women think you've always been this kind of guy who gets any woman that he wants. I've taught attraction psychology for over 6 years, and I've seen it happen to completely normal guys with my own 2 eyes. Now let me teach you simple secret number 1. Settling for a mediocre woman will destroy your chances with the really hot ones. Let me tell you why. Hot women only date men who only date hot women. There are certain signals that guys who are great with women give off that subconsciously show that they only date smoking women. I found a great way to project this same signal to a woman that you have the same quality and you only date beautiful women just like her. Here's simple secret number 2. Women cheat on men who don't know them better than they know themselves. Women are always looking for the best option for them, even if you're dating them already. There's a simple technique that you can use that, when done at the right time, will obliterate any desire she has for any other men for good. Simple secret number 3 is knowing what to say in the beginning is useless if you don't know how to keep the attraction going. Women lose interest in a guy even if you make just one mistake with her. And knowing how to avoid all of those mistakes is the only way to the 10, the super hot girl that will actually boost your confidence when other guys see you with her.